So with all the footage coming out today regarding F1 22, here are 5 things that you may have missed. Let's jump into it. Okay, so first of all, what a game F1 22 is shaping up to be. We've got some awesome new features and incredible new car model that behaves differently to anything we've seen before in the franchise, so we're getting excited. Anyways, I digress. Firstly, F1 Life is going to function as more of a multiplayer lobby as opposed to a standalone mode. You'll be able to kit out your driver with some of the biggest luxury brands in the world, as well as customize the apartment that your driver will be stood in. Next up, the supercars. Yes, as we all now know, you will be able to drive them, and it will function much like the Pirelli Hot Laps feature in real life. You won't be able to race them, but you will have the chance to try and set as fast a lap time as possible on any of the F1 tracks. Crossplay is coming to the game, don't worry. Unfortunately, as Senior Creative Director Lee Mather said in an interview with the Racing Games team, the team behind the crossplay functionality are based in Ukraine. As such, and to ensure the safety and well-being of the employees, the feature has been delayed to post-launch, but of course, we totally understand. Adaptive AI is a feature based around new and novice players. Those of you who are used to driving around the track racing 110 AI have no need to worry, they will still be just as fun to race as ever. And finally, Meet the Press may now be gone, but the features from it remain. For example, instead of being interviewed straight away post-race or throughout your My Team or career mode, you'll receive these questions through the press office. Your answers will still impact team morale, performance and even sponsorship behaviour, but it will just look a little differently in the game. So there are 5 things that you may have missed in F1 22. We'll leave you now with some more footage of the game, as well as another quick reminder that this is a preview build of F1 22, so things may change. Oh, and here's a quick little extra one then for you. You can now pick from a larger variety of F1 talent to commentate over your race, as well as the intros to each of your races. These include Natalie Pinkham, Alex Jakes, Jacques Villeneuve and Sasha Roos. Let us know what you think down in the comments, and we'll see you in another video here on the Racing Games channel.
Welcome to the Miami International Autodrome, home of the Miami Grand Prix. This exciting track circumnavigates the Hard Rock Stadium, home to the NFL outfit, the Miami Dolphins. A lap of the Miami Grand Prix features 3.36 miles of track around Hard Rock Stadium, and 19 corners make up the Miami International Autodrome, which will challenge the drivers in a tight wheel-to-wheel race. let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday and he'll start from pole position. Charles Leclerc alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Hamilton, Sainz, Sergio Perez and Fernando Alonso. Russell, Gasly, Bottas and Yuki Tsunoda. Ocon, Lando Norris and Mick Schumacher. Ricciardo, Vettel, Guan Yu Zhou and Alex Albon. Stroll and Nicholas Latifi. Now, it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track. Anthony Davidson joins me once again in the commentary box, and it's fantastic to have you here with us today. But I'm curious, as a man with experience out on the track, how do you stop those pre-race nerves from becoming overwhelming when you're lining up on the grid?
Well, I imagine they'll be starting to feel the adrenaline as they anticipate the run down into turn one, a bit like preparing to go into battle. The unknown situation will bring nerves, but that's a good thing. It'll keep them focused on the moment and on their surroundings as we build towards the start of the Grand Prix.
So everything looks good on the power unit cycles, so let's concentrate on bringing tyres and brakes up to temperature. We're expecting some rain soon. Expect the first drops in the next few minutes. Keep an eye on the lights. The start sequence will begin as soon as the grid is formed. Be ready with the clutch. After these tyres now, you want to finish the race on this compound.
are then, a phenomenal Miami Grand Prix, and what a great show of skill from our race winners today.
Well, they clearly have a car that comes alive in the kind of conditions we were dealing with today. It's a very balanced package in the wet, and what that means is that the drivers have confidence to attack, and having that confidence gets you on the power earlier, it lets you brake later, and can put you a long way up the road.
Red Bull put up an outstanding fight for the front position today, and it's great to see it paid off for them. They do so much for the sport that you can't help but be delighted by today's race win.